Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your September 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's happening for Cancer this month. What is going on? Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. What do we got? Oh, okay. This is interesting. Check out these cards. The first one up, we have the World. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. First card up with the World. This is the ending of a cycle, okay? You are wrapping something up. You are finishing up something. You're, closing a chapter, closing a door kind of thing. So whatever situation you're coming into the month of September in, it's around that. It's the ending of a cycle of some sort. I'm curious to see where this leads through the month with this Seven of Swords, because this could be one of two things. This is very much a card of stealth, the Seven of Swords. So it might be you trying to maneuver and work stuff out and figure shit out. But it could also be about leveling up. And this is probably in the arena of things like, it could be like job business kind of thing, but it could be around teaching, like a teaching learning kind of situation. So we'll see once we get the Oracle cards what it speaks to with that. And then with the Knight of Swords, this is moving ahead. This is taking your ideas and your plans and putting them into action, okay? So I have a feeling that Seven of Swords is going to be key to how you're going to pull that together in order to launch whatever this is by the end of the month. So, very interesting. Now we're going to get our Oracle cards just so we can clarify a little, get some intel on the whole situation, and understand it a little bit better, right? What the month is looking like for you. So what do we got? Oh, okay. Spirit. Interesting. Wow. I don't want to I don't want to say anything before I got all the cards out, but wow. This is like, I took two cards. I grabbed two cards. I have to take them. Shit. Okay, now it's gonna like screw up how I've got this all split up. But it's not a bad thing. What is that? Oh, okay. What do we got? Wow. Holy shit. It feels like, okay, so I'm going to start talking about it now. Whoa. I'm feeling September is going to be a month filled with spirituality, spiritual journey, inner work, reflection, all of that stuff. A lot of working on yourself in a good way. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes up, but I think this is going to be really good. Okay, now let's take a look at our cards. So we're going to look at the cards that came out for the World. So we have 3 of them because I ended up with 7 cards instead of 6. So I had to work with them as they come out. So that's what we're doing. So this is the ending of a cycle, okay? So the first card that came out is Enid, She Who Doubts. It's fear, wariness, and trust. Ooh, that's a little shaky, right? Then the next card, we have Spiritual Abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. And look, isn't she gorgeous? Oh my God, she's so adorable. Spiritual Abundance, followed by Peace. There is whatever this thing is that's ending, it is something where you are not feeling really good about it because fear is there. So it's not like an out and out, oh my God, I'm so scared. It's not that, but it's I don't think this is a good thing. I don't think this is going to work. I think this is something I got to let go, right? There was a fear that this thing was going to take you down a wrong path. Fear that things weren't going to work out. Even less about that, because making things work out, you guys are good at that, Cancer, right? But there's the trust issues and the wariness, right? So I think it's something that maybe you have put time and effort into, but now you're like, I don't think this is going to work. I'm not trusting that, not even just that it's not going to work, but that it's not in your best interest and for your best, greatest, highest good. I think you have that epiphany, that revelation. And this is where you decide to end things. And as you're ending this thing, this is where your peace and your spiritual abundance are like on steroids, right? And this is at the beginning of September. So chances are in August, you've wrapped up whatever this thing is. And now September, you're ready to fly. Okay. And the Seven of Swords, remember how I said it could be a stealth card or it could be a leveling up? I'm feeling, you know what, it could be both. The stealth is like you having to, like, you know, do the Midnight Express kind of thing, right? Like you have to sneak out in the middle of the night. It's like, I mean, this is a harsh analogy, but like, you know, you have an abusive husband and in the middle of the night while he's sleeping, you take the kids and you run to a shelter, right? Like it's that kind of stealth that I see. It's you having to really quickly get away from a bad situation. But that may have been part of that ending of the world. Or like I said, it's the leveling up piece. You're leveling up on a spiritual level because the card that came out for it is joy. You are so happy. Like it's even less about, because I was going to say abundant, but it's even less about that. There's just a happiness. There's stress and worry have fallen away. There's no more fear. There's no more distrust. You are finally in a place where you're like, oh my gosh, I feel good. I feel safe. I feel happy. There's no worry. There's no doubt. There's no anxiety. There's no fear. It's like you've ascended to heaven kind of feeling, but you're still in the 3D world. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a huge ascension from a spiritual perspective here, a big change in your life, and it makes you extremely happy and joyful. This is beautiful. I am loving this so much, but it's about ending something. It's about letting that thing go, right? So you have to remember that. You don't let the thing go or end the thing that needs to be ended, then you're not going to be able to achieve the level of joy and happiness that you desire and that you deserve, is what I'm getting from this. This is like some deep shit, man. Holy cow. Don't usually get into that so much in the readings, but it is what it is. So there's that. All right. Now when we look at, as we come into the end of September, with the Knight of Swords, remember I said this is moving ahead. This is going forward and, you know, executing the plan kind of thing. Well, I think the plan is literally to embrace the joy and happiness in your life and perpetuate more of that, and perpetuate more of that for others. I see coming as well. When we look at the cards that come out for the Knight of Swords, we have Kiwi, and it's do a walking meditation each day for the next week. You're gonna, and literally do this, like whatever day you're watching this, do a walking meditation for the next week, because I think this is where you're gonna have a lot of inspiration. You're gonna get a lot more answers. You're gonna get a lot more clarity if you do this meditation. Even if it's not a walking meditation, do some kind of a, whatever meditation works for you, like same time every day. Like at 7 o'clock in the morning when you get up, just do your meditation. Have that repeated process for 7 days and see what comes over the course of that time. And the next card that came out, because we have 3 for this too, we have Blue Heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. And I'm going to tell you the next card that came out with it. We're going to talk about them together. Fighting Spirit. Not as in you're in a fight with spirit, but you've got a fighting spirit. There is some kind of, okay, so all this stuff, right? Like the spiritual abundance, the awakening, whatever you want to call it, letting go of the old shit, stepping into your joy, do all of this stuff. This is going to bring you to a part where it's the Knight of Swords. You're charging forward. This is to help others. This is to be in service of others. It's like fighting for the underdog. It's being true and authentic, about who you are and what you want and what you're doing, and not giving a good goddamn whatever who or what anybody else thinks. You're just like, I don't care. I don't care what you think. I'm doing what's right. And I'm here to help, and I'm here to make things better. And that's what I'm doing. So there. That's the kind of energy I get from that. Holy, this is deep. This is some deep stuff for you. Okay, what do we want to look at? Holy shit. You know what? We're just going to look at this whole thing overall, because there is such a natural flow through the whole thing. You've left something behind you, you've wrapped something up, and now you're so focused on happiness and joy and all of that stuff for you and for others is the gist of this, right? And it's something that you really want to move forward with. And I see you doing it with that Knight of Swords. So let's take a look at the Oracle cards. Then I'll grab a few tarot cards. Okay, so again, this is a Seven of Swords, right? This is the leveling up. It's the joy. It's all that good stuff. The first card that came out is Eterna, she who becomes. So it's metamorphosis, transcend, and journey. This is you. Yep. Transformation is happening as you go through this whole process. Beautiful. The next card is Grouse. Express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. If that's your jam, no pun intended, and even if it's not, find a method of meditation, connecting to spirit, whatever you want to call it, that really resonates with you. It could be working with singing bowls. It could be drumming, chanting, singing, humming, whatever. Find something that resonates with you, and I bet that would be a good thing to make part of your walking meditation. The last card that came out is Answers. As you step into this new version of you, right? Cancer 2.0. As you become Cancer 2.0, this is when you're going to see the answers coming. It's having ended that cycle. Is going to spark some really good information coming into you. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of tarot cards, and they're falling out of the deck. Oh, you got 4. Okay, let's look at these. First, we have 9 of Pentacles, Independence, 3 of Swords, could be sorrow or creativity. And then we have Page of Wands, and we have 6 of Pentacles. All of these together, that's the independence, it's balance, it's success, it's moving forward. The 3 of Swords, I'm not getting sorrow with this, like disappointment, which is the traditional meaning. I'm getting that you need to get creative, right? This is also under the 7 of Swords, which is around leveling up, right? And coming up with ideas and plans. The 3 is saying get creative about it. This is all about, like I said, moving forward with what you want. The Independence card is because you've let go and ended whatever that other thing was. And the 6 of Pentacles, that's around balance, right? And this is around, it's not so much achieving balance for yourself. It is a little bit, but it's more about that give and take and giving and receiving with others, okay? So it's that balance of you're not always giving stuff away and giving stuff to people without having that good equal energy exchange, right? Anything that you do in life, there has to be an equal exchange to maintain the balance and equilibrium, like overall, right? In humanity, universe, planet, however you want to put it, right? So it's very important that you focus on that too. Love it. And I think that's where you're going with that whole, like, the fighting spirit and stand for what you believe in, right? That's maintaining, achieving and maintaining the balance. Oh my God, no kidding. I'm pulling the advice cards now. Wait till you see the first one that came up. Oh shit, man. These are good. These are really good. The first card up, giving and receiving. What were we just talking about with that 6 of Pentacles? You need to make sure there's some give and take, right? Don't be doing everything for everyone and you're not getting anything back, right? And that's not from a greedy perspective. I'm not saying you have to constantly get money for stuff and everything, but there has to be a good energy exchange. The next card that came up is Unicorn. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. It's saying creativity. And the expression, where's that card? About, oh, where'd it go? Oh, here we go, grouse, right? Express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. This is something, so even if it's not like the musical kind of thing of drumming and dancing, even doing something artistic, painting, sewing, cooking, whatever, where you're creating and expressing yourself, this is what you need to focus on. And the last card is choice. I think you really are spoiled for choice in whatever it is you want to do and however you want to flow this and however you want, whatever direction you want to take this in, but get clear on where you want to go with it. And I think you will see that you're going to have the success that you want to have. And at the center of it all, my friends, is joy. Yeah, joy. Loving it. So there you go. Good luck with this. Gotta let you know how your month goes because I'm very curious to see. But we are going to leave it there. So until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Cancer. Bye.